Hi, my name is Allison Burley, and I'm the seventh grade social studies teacher here at Palms. I just want to take a brief opportunity to tell you a little bit about our course this year, since it looks a little bit different than in the past. First of all, this isn't a history class like your children might be used to. Instead, social studies this year has a focus on global events, global issues. We're going to talk about the news each week, and we're going to be studying geography each week. So, a little bit different than what they've done in the past. As you can see, the classroom looks a little bit different this year. We are socially distanced, and I usually have all of my archaeological artifacts. I used to be an archaeologist. I usually have all of my rocks and artifacts all over the room, but in trying to keep things healthy and clean and safe, I've tried to eliminate a lot of that. So, anyway, in an effort to keep this short for everybody, I'll show you really just the most important stuff. This is our Canvas page, and this is the primary learning space that we're going to be using, whether we're cyber or face to face. So both of my Canvas pages look the same, so I'll just look at the cyber one to keep things simple. But your students, your children should know to come here every single day, whether they're in class or whether they're at home, absent, possibly even for an extended period of time. Um, this should be something that they check into every day. I've had it set up where if they were to click on their calendar, they should be able to see something posted for social studies every day. But I still like the idea of them coming to our homepage for the course because I'll use this front page to put important information. Important links that we may need in general. So for cyber, you can see we've got a link for our Google meeting. I show who's doing current events this week, and I have a link for Google Classroom since sometimes the work that we do will be submitted that way. I also try to keep important due dates and just important information about the class. So this is a great place to start. Now, my face-to-face classes, this page isn't quite as detailed at this time because I'm able to explain everything in person, but again, important information will end up here so that everybody can see it. And that's one reason why it's a good idea to sign up for one of those Parent Observer accounts. I'll send an email where I'll include those instructions, and I'll also put a link for that on this homepage, okay? So, just real briefly, the way this is going to be set up is all of the work will be under modules. So the students should go to Canvas and they should always click on modules because I have it organized by week, and the most current week will be up at the top. And once they click on it, there will be something to click on every single day, or there will be a note to basically say there is nothing this day because we don't have school. So once a child clicks on the day of the week that we are currently in, it'll just have some information, a very clear agenda of what we're doing, all of the links that they need, instructions. Sometimes maybe my instructions could be too detailed. I'm really trying to work on simplifying, but also conveying everything that needs to be shared. I'll put relevant due dates here. This is pretty important to note. My due dates will always be bold and in red, and those are the ones that you should be paying attention to. This due date that is up here, that's irrelevant. It's just kind of due to a sort of like a glitch in Canvas. The way it's set up is whatever day you post here, that's the day it will post on the calendar. So I don't want a daily event to post necessarily on the day that an assignment is due. I want it to post on the day that I want them to see it. So the due dates just show you the current day of the activity. The due dates you should be thinking about, that your child should be thinking about, are detailed here in red. And again, I'll always highlight who's presenting current events that week so that they know. Canvas should not be used as a place to check grades. It's just that there's so many grades that I assign that don't even go through Canvas because activities aren't necessarily submitted that way. So the best place you could go to look for a grade would be PowerSchool. Always use PowerSchool. And I think the last thing that maybe I'll mention is just briefly the coursework in here. I don't do a lot of tests and quizzes because I feel like sometimes it's hard to test and quiz levels of global awareness. So instead, what I like to do is After a unit of study, I'll give us projects so that students can demonstrate what they've learned in a way that they are able to sort of express themselves and channel, whatever style of learning they like most. So you really should just be expecting a project at the end of each marking period, approximately. Aside from that, there will be a research paper in the third marking period. I do that in collaboration with the English language arts teachers and the reading teachers. Also, the librarians get involved in that. So it's a very collaborative effort. And then each week we will present current events. So the children will sign up for a day to present current events. And the amount of times that they present each quarter or each semester, it just depends on their class size. So for more information on this in modules, if you scroll down to the bottom, this is where I'll put sort of our topics, modules that explain different topics for the class. But current events here, it explains how it works. There's even a video where I demonstrate a current event presentation. Here's the schedule, so students can always find when they need to present. I usually have 1 or 2 a week. And then here's the rubric. Aside from that, the only other thing that really is an expectation each week is our geography, which will be starting the week of September 28th. Sorry. Our first map will be North America. So at the start of the week, students will get a map. They'll have to fill it out with all of the countries that I have listed, and that'll be due on the Thursday of that week. We'll go over it, and then they'll study it for 1 full week, and then there will be a quiz on it the following Thursday. So then they get a little break, and then the following Monday, there's a new map. So it's sort of a 2-week rotation for this map study that we do, and this will be all year long. So while I don't really assign a lot of homework or anything like that, students who are presenting current events will want to practice their articles at home, and each week there's some sort of map that students either have to complete or study for their quiz. So that's the kind of social studies work that you should be seeing at home. All right, aside from that, just email me if you have any questions. I'm always here. I'm always checking my email because of just the communication barriers between myself and the cyber students. We don't see each other in the hallways and during resource. So I try to be very diligent about checking my email all day. So that's absolutely the best way to get in touch with me. And I promise I'll write back to you as soon as I can. I guess that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm really looking forward to working with your children. So far, we've been having a really good time, and they all seem really great. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to a great year. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.